Alright guys, dude, I tried to record this video at 8:20 p.m. of me drinking a Mug Rootbeer bottle, and first my upstairs neighbor started vacuuming the second I hit record, and then my freaking camera just crashes and says I have too much space, so I delete like half the stuff, I empty out my trash, and it still says that there's too much space on my camera, and so I have to reset my phone, go through all these different steps. Ooh. It's absolutely insane, man. I just feel like I always like not always, but I was feeling super cringe as well for like leading up to it, and then so like I keep on having to stop for different things. I keep on getting distracted, so I have to stop, and then once I have to stop, I keep on feeling like super cringe, like for whatever reason. Um, so it's just like hard to get started again, and I'm just trying to get through this mug root beer. Get through this mug root beer video. But yeah, so Tom Brady is back in the NFL. That's why I'm wearing this Patriots jersey right now for this video. 23 seasons, longer than I've been alive, which is absolutely insane. And yeah, guys, it's just really cool. Um, I'm about to start working on my second rap album, possibly, which is also really cool. I've been feeling pretty inspired by Skillet, uh, by a couple other artists as well. So I've been really thinking about writing my second rap album, which I know a lot of you guys are probably confused, like inspired by Skillet to write a rap album, but I feel like it's could definitely be. I feel like you could actually really see how that could be possible. Yeah, Skillet is just a really inspirational band in general. I've also been really inspired by Upchurch's Broadway Girls. Leave those Broadway girls alone. And I know you guys are going to say that's by a different artist, but Upchurch did a remix with that same artist. So the same artist did a remix with Upchurch, so I guess Upchurch is just like on the song. But it says it's Upchurch's song if you YouTube it, so I guess it's kind of confusing. But I've been getting inspiration from that as well. Um, yeah, just a couple other artists on a smaller scale. But yeah, dude, I've been just writing my second rap album. Nothing. I don't think I really want to go deep on my second rap album. I think it's going to be really sticking with like the fun sort of side of my rap. So it's going to be pretty interesting. Hopefully, probably 13, 14 songs long. Hopefully, maybe 12 or 11. On the shorter side, actually. It just depends how long each song is or how much, once I get into that sort of creative flow, how long I can sort of keep that going. It's going to take a big while because I don't want to take too long working on it because I have several other projects as well. I have the book I'm working on. I just started my philosophy book as well. It's going to be called Gamerism, A Gamer's Guide to Life. I'm on page like 5, so I'm not too far into that book at all, and I think it's going to take me longer than I originally projected, maybe, because I feel like it's just so hard to write, because I have to be in a creative moment to be writing a philosophy book, which my thoughts have to be like just peaking, just going crazy in my brain. And then on top of that, I have to be in a perfect position to sit down and type on my MacBook, which is one, I type really loudly, so it's kind of disrespectful to other people in my house. So I have to be alone in my house and have free time and not doing anything else and have my thoughts going crazy in order to write a book. So I think it's just going to take me a while because it's a philosophy book, so you really have to be like out there. You can't really just zone into philosophy. It's something. It has to be spur of the moment, just like comedy. Really, philosophy and comedy is one of the same. You have to be really in the moment to be good at it. You can't be forced into doing it on the spot, if that makes sense. I know a lot of you guys are going to pick up on the comedy thing, trying to be funny versus just natural funniness is a lot better. In philosophy, this is the same way. Just natural thoughts that sound significantly better than trying to say something philosophical. Um, but yeah, guys. So I'm working on my book. What else was I gonna say? So Tom Brady rap album, new book, very exciting. I feel like I have to go see Tom Brady. Dude, I might take a trip to Tampa. So I might be doing an Airbnb in Tampa, Florida. Video coming out soon. That might be a possibility. I have to finish ranking all the different countries on Earth. I made it like halfway through all the different countries on Earth, and then I stopped doing it for whatever reason. Ooh. I burnt my tongue at lunch today. I went to an Italian restaurant, and they did breakfast until 1 p.m. in the afternoon. My local Italian restaurant serves pancakes and eggs until 1 p.m. Why? Like, honestly, it was packed, so lots of people are coming into the Italian restaurant for pancakes and eggs at noon. A lot of people did know about that, and a lot of people are coming in for it. So I guess it works. But it's like we have a Bob Evans, we have an IHOP, we have a couple pancake houses. So I'm not understand. I don't understand why you're going to the Italian diner to get breakfast out of all those other options. It seems strange to me personally. But they do breakfast until 1 p.m. in the afternoon. And it's definitely not breakfast time at 1 p.m. in the afternoon. Like, I wanted a calzone so bad, and I had to get a normal pizza because that's the only lunch option they had. Apparently, they do pizzas all day, but they don't do lunch until 1 p.m. Because some people eat pizza for breakfast, apparently, but no one else would eat, any other lunch items at noon. So that was pretty annoying. So I was basically forced into getting a whole pizza. So I was already there, and my dad didn't want to leave, so I get this pepperoni pizza, and then it was so hard to tear off because it's like they put it on the little circle where it's like you have the little stand, and then you have the circle, and then they put the cardboard on that circle so it looks all fancy dancy. Well, the pizza took up the entire circle, so it was so hard to get off, and they made me use one of those little pizza scoop things. And so it was so hard to get the slice of pizza off. And then the cheese was so stuck on top of it. So there was literally like a pound of cheese that came off of other slices when I was trying to get the one slice off. And then when I did finally get to the first slice into my mouth, I burnt my tongue because it was so hot, bro. And then my waitress was being really weird. My waitress was talking to me like a dog and being like, um, she's like, well, this one doesn't talk very much, does he? Or why are you, ooh, you're being kind of quiet today. And then she was like, can I get you anything else? And I was like, yeah, a refill, please, would be nice. And she goes, okay. And then she steps away and she goes, a refill? Is that going to be all? I see you kind of looking around at the table, trying to figure out if you need anything else. Just a refill? Okay, I'll go get you a refill. It was just kind of weird because, um, it was like the most weird waitressing experience I've ever had in my life. Definitely the most like awkward thing I've ever experienced. Breakfast until 1 p.m. and then my waitress talks to me like a dog the entire time, and then I burn my tongue on my lunch. So it wasn't the best Italian restaurant experience I've ever had, to say the least. Uh, and then I go to Myers, which is like the Midwestern Walmart. It's just a large superstore for people living out of the country. It's like there's everything at this one store, so it's pretty cool. Um, and then like I pull into the parking lot, and then there's like this first stop sign so people can cross into the parking lot. And then I see like two ladies being like this, but with their backs turned towards me. So I was driving up, and then I saw their backs being like that, and then all of a sudden, this cop car comes flying towards me, and then they're like, whoa, they're like this to the cop car, trying to get the cop's attention, and then they're like, oh, he went that way, he went that way, and then so the cop turns around and starts chasing this white truck apparently, and then there was these other people by the carts because I had to go get a cart because we were returning the bottles. And then so these people by the carts were like, "Oh, they're about to get him! They're about to get him!" It's like everyone in this parking lot knew what this dude did wrong except for me, which is kind of awkward. And so I was trying to figure out like what this truck did. Because if he just stole a candy bar, if he just shoplifted something cheap like food or something, then why is random pedestrians in the parking lot trying to, rooting the police on? It's not a normal reaction to stealing a candy bar, right? So I figured, like, did this dude hit someone in the parking lot? But there's never an ambulance involved. Did this dude assault someone? Did this dude sexually assault one of the ladies? Did he say something to one of the ladies? And then when I come out of the store, like half an hour later, there's 3 cop cars there instead of 1, so he called for backup. And I felt like that's also weird, calling for backup because someone tried to steal a candy bar. I don't think I think there has to be more to the story than that, and it's just a total cliffhanger. I'm never going to know the answer because I googled it. It was not on the news, and so it's not newsworthy, but it's more than stealing something basic because of the intense amount of like people caring, you know, and the 3 police cars thing. They blocked off like the entrance, so you had to go like around the police to exit the main entrance. So it's just that's also kind of weird. Ooh, oh man, this warm mug is not that great. Yeah. Ooh, I'm a mug-blooded American. I got my veins. All you're going to find is root beer. Nothing but root beer, or something like that. Let's see what else is there. So we talked about Tom Brady, rap album, book, YouTube video, Italian restaurant, the police. And yeah, guys. So I'm very nervous for my future, to be honest, because it's like I got into a car accident on July 19th, like many months ago, over half a year ago. I got into a bad car accident. I totaled my car. And so I've been trying to get a new car ever since July 19th. And it is now March 12th or something like that. Sunday. Uh, like the second week of March. And so it's been a long time coming. And I keep on looking at these cars and they keep on selling them like literally hours before I'm supposed to go look at them. Like, it's just so stupid, bro. I've literally scheduled 5 different cars already for the next day for me to come look at them. And then, like, the next day they texted me and told me that they sold them already. And it's just like, bro, come on, just let me get a car, bro. But then it's like, once I get a car, I was going to start doing Shipt and DoorDash, but now I'm having, like, major second thoughts and lots of anxiety about that. And I'm just trying to get my life together, get money on the stock market. But then if I get money on the stock market, I don't think the stock market is doing too well right now, anyways. And so like I played around with $5, and I lost like 20% in a day on one stock because I bought DraftKings stock with my like $5. I was just playing around with, and then like they were announcing their sales, and the stock just plummets. And it was such a bad introduction back into the stock market after I'm trying to get my life back together, just losing like that. Like the first stock I even think about investing in, even as a joke, after trying to get my life back together, the next day it plummets 20%. is have a bad earnings report. Oh my god, dude, you cannot have like worse. But it's just insane. Like you're trying to get back into something and then it just plummets right in front of your eyes, man. It just sucks. But yeah, we're coming up on 16 minutes into this video. Guys, I think creation is really, really important because if you create any sort of content, alright guys, I am back after getting disrupted a second time. My dad texted me and apparently I had to fill out my March Madness bracket that he sent me. And I had to fill out three different brackets. One of the brackets, I said Gonzala was going to win it all. The next one I said UCLA was going to win it all. And then the next one, the third one, oh man, I forgot who I said was going to win it all. But I know I put Gonzala and UCLA. So comment down below, tell me who you guys is going to think is going to win the March Madness NCAA tournament. I mean, both Michigan and Michigan State are in there, so that's pretty poggers because I'm from Michigan. So I don't think they're going to win it though because they were like lower seeds, but you never know. You never know. You never know. But yeah, guys. So this is, I think, like I've been disrupted so many times for making this very simple YouTube video just by my own nerves and thinking that I'm cringe. And by other stuff disrupting me, the vacuuming upstairs. My dad texted me, and then like the email wouldn't go through, so I had to work on that. And eventually I just told him just to message me on Facebook Messenger, which then that went through. So I got figured out eventually, but it was just a hassle trying to get it all figured out. Just to fill out a simple NCAA bracket and return to drinking my Mug Rootbeer was a complete pain. And this wasn't really worth it, man. Yeah. Well, I'm almost done with this Mug Rootbeer now, so we're almost at the end of the video here. I think we're at, like 17 minutes, 18 minutes. I'm not sure because obviously this is a new recording, so I'm at 2 minutes and 18 seconds out of this part of the recording because there was a pause because I got distracted, so I have no clue how long the other recording is. And yeah, so oh yeah, I still gotta make that Airbnbs in Tampa, Florida video. Might make a couple new Airbnb videos coming out soon because no, not really. No one really enjoys my Airbnb videos. They're relatively unpopular. I'm not saying like I'm not trying to get pity or anything. That sounded really pathetic to say that no one enjoys my videos. I was trying to get pity out. People definitely do support my videos. I'm really appreciative of the supporters I do have. I'm just saying like Airbnb videos in general typically don't get very many views. And I don't necessarily love recording them. I like looking at Airbnbs in general. But I think recording the YouTube videos, it kind of takes away from looking at the Airbnbs. And I feel like if you guys aren't going to enjoy the videos, then, and if I'm not going to enjoy making the videos, then eventually the series has to come to an end. I mean, I've already made 6 or 7 videos, so this was a long series already. And so there's no problem with it coming to an end. I'm just saying, I might continue it. I might make it, like 20 videos long or something like that, even if no one does watch them. But the thing is I have to have videos in between the Airbnb videos as well because I don't want just constant 0 to 3 view videos. I want to pump out videos that you guys are actually going to enjoy. Was what I was trying to get to. Yep. And then so I think my book is probably going to be 150 to 175 pages long of a whole bunch of different stuff. I talk about friends and family like right off the bat, but I want to get into more lighthearted stuff later on into the book, for sure. Yeah, I don't necessarily like the fact that I started off so heavily, but I feel like there was no other way to start off in a philosophy book, or at least in the direction I wanted to go. There was really no other way to get to there, and so I'm fine with it. Um, yeah, guys. So still looking for a car, which kind of sucks. It just sucks. It kind of sucks not having your life together. You guys understand that? You kind of sucks a little bit, just a little bit, not having your life together at all. And you're 20 years old. You've never been on a date. You've never held hands with a girl. You've never talked to a girl really. Uh, you know, you've never really held a real job at all whatsoever. Your life is going absolutely nowhere, really, really fast. Uh, your life is a complete disaster at 20 years old. It just sucks a little bit, you know what I mean? And of course, there's so much time in the future to get my life together, and so that's not necessarily the problem, but it's just a problem when you were like, okay, I'm gonna live on my own at 18, and then like this pandemic starts, and so you're like, okay, there's an excuse for that. So it takes a year of your life off, and so then you turn 19. Um, and you turn 19. You go to Seattle 2 months after that. And you say, okay, great, I'm moving to Seattle. You have to move back home 2 weeks later, bro. And now you sold your car before you moved to Seattle because Seattle is a very walkable city. You don't need a car in the city. So since you were moving to Seattle, you sell your car and then you come back 2 weeks later and now you don't have a car at all. So then you buy another car 2 months later, and then a drug addict going 100 miles an hour totals the car that you bought 2 months later, 2 months after that in July, on July 19th. And so then, ever since July 19th, you've had two jobs, like four failed online relationships with random women, basically. Uh, and I'm basically like on house arrest. I have to ask permission to leave my home at 20 years old. I don't have a car. I can't just leave my house, and I can really only leave from the times of like 8 a.m. to like 4 p.m. So I'm literally on house arrest. There's no like a way around that. You know what I mean? So, and I've been in that state for, let's see, August 19th, September, October, November, December, January, February, March 19th is going to be 8 months of basically being on house arrest, not going anywhere with your life at 20 years old when you were supposed to get that great start going 2 years ago, and now 2 years later you're in the exact same place. Uh, like you could be anywhere at the end of this year. By the time you're 21, I could be living in the South. I could be a nomad. I could be really anywhere in life. I could be any different religion. I could be literally anywhere in life, bro. So I can't. I want a girlfriend, but I can't bring anyone to my life because my future is so uncertain. So I don't want to bring anyone to my life, but I want other people in my life because, you know, I want physical people in my life, but I can't really bring anyone into my life because my future's uncertain, and I feel bad for people for bringing anyone into that. And I really can't bring anyone into that until I have a car, until I have a job at least. And so it's just like this system that really feeds itself. Uh, but religion and spirituality has really pushed me through that. So again, I don't really want pity because of finding religion and finding God has been really amazing. Has really pulled me through that, and I feel like most people, if they've gone through what I've been through, to where they were supposed to have their life together 2 years ago, to where they've basically spent 8 months on house arrest because a drug addict hit their car. And they were ruled a victim by the prosecutor's office, but they have to be on house arrest for being a victim. Basically speaking, I feel like anyone who's gone through that would have severe, severe mental decay. And I feel like I've had some mental decay, but I feel like the average person would have gone like that, and I've sort of gone like this, which is very beautiful, very amazing, and I'm very thankful for that. And that is all God's work, that I'm not down here and that I'm instead going like this. Because anyone would have that mental decay. You're going to have mental decay if you've gone through what I've gone through. And it's just impossible. Because there's also fighting with my family, um, being banned off of social media, you know, so many times. Like, I'm banned from Facebook every other month for an entire month. TikTok, perma-banned 2 accounts with 500,000 likes combined. Just wiped off the app. My Instagram was close to being deleted. I had to create a new Instagram account. My Xbox keeps on banning me. And so I just keep on getting these bans. No one actually wants me on their platform. No one wants me speaking. So, society as a whole absolutely despises me. And there's another thing too. If you ever come to the conclusion that society hates you, and society does hate me because I've been banned from society 50 plus times, and so if society as a whole ever tells you that they hate you, that's also going to cause severe mental decay. Just knowing that society hates you is relatively horrible. And that's having so much haters. Thousands upon thousands of hate comments is constantly on those 2 TikTok accounts that were permabanned. Um, you know, and so you get so many hate comments, and then the platform itself basically deletes your account because they hate you on there too. $1 billion corporation hates you on it, and that's after getting the thousands of hate comments. And so anyone who goes through that is going to have mental decay from that. Anyone who goes through fighting with their family and severe beef with their family is going to have mental decay from that. Anyone who's on house arrest is definitely going to have mental decay from that. So I'm saying, like, you take anyone who was in a bad car accident and had to watch a man on a motorcycle bleed out because he wasn't wearing a helmet and almost die from that, you're going to have mental decay from that, I can tell you that. So you take all these things that can cause mental decay, and the fact that I'm going like this is such a blessing to me. And that is about the end. That is the end of. Oh my God. That was horrible. Such old, warm mug root beer was absolutely horrible to my stomach, man. Well, that is the end of this video as well, because that's the end of my root beer. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please hit the like button, and make sure to hit the subscribe button down below as well. We just hit 40 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. We're on the road to 100, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.